Hey there, all my beautiful soul peeps. Angel the Dawn here. This is a little bit different. I've been getting a lot of messages over the last few days and doing a lot of writing. And a couple of the messages that I've gotten, hey, was supposed to be for the collective. And so I was supposed to share them. And I went ahead and come on early because a luna's going on. I think it's 8 o'clock my time, so in like 45 minutes, and I didn't want to miss that. So I wanted to make sure to get these messages out that I received in time for me to be able to go over to her live. I'm a fan. So anyways, that being said, one of the messages that I got in the last few days was about the energies now, or what I've been feeling, and I'm sure everybody else has been too. And it's like, okay, they explain it to me like this: all this spikes up from the earth, like the Schumann resonance and stuff like, well, just the Schumann resonance. Those spikes are coming up to clear the chakras of any blockages and blockages. The spikes are coming up to clear the blockages. And it's because then the plasma waves are coming in, and it was being shown to me, and I'm going to try to 7. I mean, it was the rainbow, but it's coming in, like a rainbow, all these different colors in their respective positions, and they're aligning with the chakras because the rainbow colors are the chakra colors, and so those are lining up, and plugging in. That's our DNA upgrade, like plugging in the rainbow energies that are coming in, are plugging into our rainbow energies in our body, which is our chakras, our energy centers. And what that energy is doing is it is raising our frequency, raising our inadvertently raising our vibration, but it's raising our frequency. The chakras are associated, each chakra is associated with a different frequency, and I was told that those are being raised. Each one is being raised. I don't know what they are now. I've just given you the messages I got it. Because I'm sure I could look up all that information. I'm sure it's out there somewhere. But that was one of the things that I was being told, showing the energy waves coming in, and I'm doing my fingers like that because I'm trying to show that it's all like the colors are separated out by each rainbow color. Roy G. Biv. So anyways, that was the first message, was about the incoming energies and the clearing of the chakras, and that going on. And then the second message was about energy and manifestation. And this one's pretty funny and interesting. So if you guys have ever seen, and I'm sure most of you have, those soda can holders, like for the refrigerator, the plastic kind that you buy that, that has the 2 layers on top of each other, and you fill it with soda and you take one out of the bottom, and then it's replaced by the next one, and they just they spin and move into the next position, and so then you keep putting more in the top and it keeps coming more out the bottom. Okay, so to put that in perspective with energy and manifestation, is like when we manifest something, or when we want to manifest something, and they tell us to act like we already have it, and then we'll get it. Well, that's exactly what's happening. And it's just like that soda can holder. I think when I wrote it down, it was like, if you really like Pepsi and you always drink Pepsi, and your soda can holder is full of Pepsi, but then you decide, well, maybe I think I want to start drinking Mountain Dew, but you don't want to just throw out the Mountain Dew, all the Pepsi, because, it's still Pepsi, it's still good. And it's not that you don't like Pepsi anymore. It's just you want to change things up. You want something different. Like a manifestation, you want to manifest something new. So you start buying Mountain Dew. And so as you pull out a Pepsi, you, instead of putting in a Pepsi, which, same kind of thought that brought you the Mountain Dew, the Pepsi, hold on. The same kind of thought, well, let's keep it in Pepsi. This can all be, metaphorically speaking, about energy and manifestation, like what you want, and then the energy and thought process that you put towards it. I hope I'm not making this too confusing. I was trying to make this as simple as possible with the Pepsi can metaphor. So anyways, so as you take out a Pepsi can from the bottom, you put a Mountain Dew can in the top. So you already bought that Mountain Dew, just like you've already manifested what you want once you have, asked for it, asked the universe for it. It's already in manifestation, but it's coming to you just like the Mountain Dew's coming through that soda can holder down to the bottom. You've got to keep getting Pepsi until the Mountain Dew until you fully used up all the Pepsi, and the Mountain Dew can start coming in. So just like when we want something to manifest, we have to start thinking, feeling, and believing that it's already coming, and just keep doing what we're doing in that respect. Like we keep buying the Mountain Dew because we know the Pepsi's on its way out, so we keep buying the Mountain Dew, and then we'll keep having the Mountain Dew once the Pepsi's gone. So we got to keep thinking those good thoughts and those good feelings, doing those good habits, and then we'll see the results. So I guess that was a long way to kind of explain it, but at the same time, it's to help maybe not get frustrated when you don't see results right away, to show that it is coming. It is in the works. You already got the manifestation, just like you've already purchased the Mountain Dew. It's coming. It's coming down the pipe. It's coming. So that was the second message that I really wanted to get out. And now we're really close to 7:30, so I can go ahead and do the collective energy with the dice and the cards. So yeah, that was kind of perfect timing to go ahead and start when I did, because I really wanted to get those two messages out to you guys. Those were just a couple of the messages, and in the ways that my guides show me how I understand it when I'm shown the information. So that's how you guys get it. So let's see. Go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and start the dice. By the time anybody starts showing up, if you guys do, they'll already be down. So I don't want to make this long. I want to be off by 8. Anyway, all right. Collective energy. Hey, Champagne. How are you, love? You're just in time. I'm just starting the collective energy. I come on early and did some other, had to get some other information too, but just now starting the reading. Yes, I'm great. I am great. All right. You guys aren't going to be able to see all these, but. Yeah, okay. This goes along with that energy message that I got about the energy waves, the ones coming up with the Schumann resonance, and then the ones coming in, the plasma waves. This is the clearing out. This is being able to take control, and this is very much listening to your intuition, creating something brand new in a controlled manner. This also could be entrepreneurship. But definitely something that is going to create a lot of happiness, and I feel like a lot of abundance too. And I feel like this is like the collective energy because of the upgrades and the clearings that are going on. It's bringing in this new, fresh energy. I'm also hearing with new boundaries. This energy is going to have some new boundaries with it. Not like rigid rules or anything, but very much protecting our individual energy. Yeah, and I feel like this may be focused towards the divine feminines a little bit, or at least some of this. I feel like, or this, no, well, this could be just balancing the divine feminine. So this could be masculine and feminine, but the feminine aspect of us all. So yeah, well, and that we are coming into the divine, is it the year of the divine feminine, the time of the divine feminine? But so yeah, it's all related. This new start, coming in with this rise of the divine feminine after a time of rigid rules being held onto with the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, and it's going to be less about like you're not going to feel like you have to work, buy, consume, die. It's like the end of that type of situation. And I also feel like it's a time of changing how people deal with relationships. I feel like there's going to be much more connection coming in, people connecting on a deeper level, more authenticity. Authenticity has been like one of those buzzwords in my head for the last little bit. And that was, I don't remember exactly what the whole thing was, but something pertaining to authenticity and honesty, loyalty. That I remember writing something about that, but I don't remember exactly what. I feel like this is a time of not succumbing to our like lower natures, the lower vibrations that bring us out of balance. Yeah, getting in control of our emotions, and self-love. Self-love is like that's like the buzzword of the times. But I'm feeling it, and actually I see three queens all in the upright. Some of them are facing me this way. The Queen of Cups and the Queen of Swords. But yeah, that's setting boundaries and being vulnerable, but having boundaries and being authentic. So that's pretty awesome. I mean, that's a awesome energy. I don't know which deck I want to use. Yeah, I guess this one. It's funny because, like on Game of Thrones, if there's Game of Thrones, I'm sure there's plenty of Game of Thrones fans out there, which I still don't watch those. recent episodes, so don't tell me. But I have this since, like, you know, when you hear them say winter is coming, how just powerful that is, and it's like you really probably should think about that, and like there's such an implication of just massive change, but in that case it feels like it's probably negative, but I feel the same sense of something is coming, but I feel like it's going to be more of a huge positive change. Like it's the same but the opposite. The complete opposite, I guess. Yeah, this energy feels really good. Yeah. Yeah, definitely being balanced. Not the push-pull, fuss and fighting and all of that. Like, no, just, this all feels a little heavy. But I feel like that's because that's like past energy. That's the things that we're moving out of. And this is coming really quick. I think it's going to make a lot of people confused at first. A lot of people are going to be in confusion. This is like, as the collective changes, because a lot of us in the light worker communities, we know like this shift is coming. We've been in it, but this is big time, massive shift. Like winter is coming. Four of Wands in reverse. I feel like that is not committing to the same ideals and structures. I'm from this as a collective, I'm getting this is the fall of infrastructure. Could be the things that we've been hearing about, like the money on a religious, big religious scale, something like that. But this is infrastructures collapsing, but for the greater good, like not anything to worry about or anything. It's like, it's to bring in all this positive change that's coming in. The Hermit in reverse. Yeah, again, there's going to be a lot of people that don't see it coming. Or I feel like it's also, lighting a whole new path. This is something that logically, or not logically, if you think from the earthly human time frame, and basically everything I believed up until probably the last year consciously, that is experienced anything like this before. But if you believe galactically and cosmically, then you know that it has happened before. But this is like the collective, being like, what do we do? Because we've never done this before. This is all new. So what's the way? The Page of Wands in reverse. I feel like just the general way of the way things are going to be handled, be done, is just totally different in a more caring, loving, thoughtful, respectful, honest, authentic way. Like that, and that's the energy like I've also been getting. Okay, so I was getting a lot of downloads and a lot of clearing, like feeling that there was a lot of clearing and purging in the collective. And then, like, at least, especially today, maybe some yesterday, I was getting this overwhelming sense of like healing. Like, there's been clearing and just now just a peaceful feeling. We've got the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, the Four Swords in the upright, and the King of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, I feel like there's going to be more meditation, more prayer, whatever gets people to focus on the now and focus on what means the most from a soul and heart perspective. Because we know, like, we've always known, it's in there. And even before I realized I was on this journey, I used to always say that I didn't understand, like, when I would deal with other people, because we have an internal compass that tells us all the right things, to do or not do. Now, we even know when we're not listening. So it's in there. And this is going within ourselves and not being so judgmental and harsh. No more snap judgments about people. Really taking the time to know people at a heart and soul level. Like, I feel like that's just going to be a big, huge change. Instead of looking at people and, I don't know, looking at them and thinking, how could you let this happen? Or how did this happen to you or whatever? Looking at people and thinking, what's your story? What have you learned, or something, something like that. Share your lessons. It's more like a sharing, and just not condemning. I'm seeing all these different kinds of things now. So, I don't want to make this too long. Hey, whoever's in here. Whoop. I think this probably go upside down. And the Ace of Wands and the King of Wands in reverse. Yeah, this is okay, and this is interesting. So now we've got, and that's the King of Wands in reverse twice. But something else I'm noticing is I've got the King of Swords here in reverse. Here I've got the King of Swords, he's in the upright. But 3 of these kings are all in the reverse. And then we've got the 3 queens that are all in the upright. Or was it just 2 queens? I maybe it's just 2. I thought that was 3. Anyways, so I feel like that's bringing, and then having the other king in the upright, that feels like it's bringing in the balance of this energy. Because that was something else from the first message that I was talking about when I first started this video, is balancing out the energies. Like when the Schumann resonance spikes and clears the blockages, and things like that, for our chakras to be able to receive the upgrades. I lost it. Oh, balance. It's bringing balance. So, balancing the masculine and the feminine within us all. Oh, that was another message. is it about the balance? Damn, I'm gonna have to do another video about that later, because I think it would make this go longer. Yeah, 15 minutes. Whoa. All right. How many did I want? 8, 9, 10. No, that's not. All right, so we got the Ace of Swords. Roll this over to, I don't have any cups. And the dice. All right. Ace of Swords. The 8 of Swords in reverse. Yeah, this is getting out of mental confusion. I feel like this is getting really clear about, you know, what's actually happening. A lot of the programming is being released through these spikes. Yeah. Moving out of the past, away from the past, into a more heart center and spiritual plane of existence, I guess, at the Hanged Man in reverse. And this is going to be a conscious choice, or it's going to be a free will choice. Everybody's going to have the option, but and some may not take the option, the Fool in reverse. But I really feel like this is more not having to mistrust the process. This is like having faith in the process. But I feel like it's also saying it's really shaking things up, because you got the Hermit, the Fool, and the Hangman all in reverse. But yeah, I feel like it's still, and it could also be remembering that we do already know the way. It's not a total leap of faith, because a leap of faith, in my opinion, implies that you've never done this before, so you don't know the way. You know, it doesn't look familiar. And so I feel like it's kind of like we don't have to, it's not stepping blindly into the situation as we ascend. It's knowing what's happening. It's people really starting to wake up, you know, and understand, get the grasp of it. So yeah, we've got the, it's funny, I said wake up and get the grasp of it, and he's certainly grasping that pentacle, the 4 of Pentacles. So yeah, I feel like that's, I'm surprised it's not in reverse, actually. But the changing over of that type of energy, like holding on to, I'm hearing things that just don't work anymore, things that won't survive in the new vibration, in the new frequency. And low-level energies, thoughts, feelings, and beliefs can't, because they only vibrate at a certain level. And it's like the slower that it moves, that's the lower the frequencies, and then the higher the frequency, it's faster. So I guess if you move up so high, you know, the other one, they can't come. It's like you move above them, and so then they're obsolete, if that makes sense. Like in my head, it makes sense. I don't know if it makes sense to you guys listening. If only I could share my visuals with you guys. That'd be super helpful because I don't always know exactly how to try to draw something, and I'm not really an experienced drawer. I have gotten better, though, oddly enough, through this awakening. And with the opposite hand that I normally write with, I started drawing with. I'm left-handed, and I started drawing right-handed. So, funny little side note there. Oh, yeah. I learned this last semester. Yeah, I really feel as a collective energy, like, these changes are amazing. And I do know that they will be uncomfortable. I mean, they've been uncomfortable for a lot of us. I feel like, though, we're coming into, like, a new era. I'm hearing, welcome to the new age, welcome to the new age. Hi, bites, or whatever that says. Hello. But I'm hearing, welcome to the new age, welcome to the new age. And I feel like it's because the tough frequency changes for a large group of people, it's going to slow down. It's going to be less traumatizing. There may be a new group that is going to start going through the deep process, the dark night of the soul. I wonder, trajectory-wise, and trajectory cycle for the dark night of the soul. Is it like once every 6 months, once a year? How often do we start new dark night of the soul cycles as a collective? Because I feel like that's kind of the way it works. That's funny, or it's funny to me. Gossip, impartiality, joy, and wisdom. Yeah, okay, so I feel like there's gonna be some things like gossip and people maybe not believing at first. Again, like I was saying, this is totally different, totally new than anything that from the 3D perspective we've ever experienced before. So there could be a lot of talk. People could think you're crazy for a while, but soon it'll all be illuminated. And it's going to bring in a lot of joy and a lot of wisdom, a lot of balance with impartiality. Of course, I've had that theme has just been part of the reading. Competition in the reverse. You can't make this shit up. To be a nurse. Are you the nurse that was worried about not passing? Or are you the soon-to-be nurse that was worried about not passing? Because now I got goosebumps. That's amazing! I'm so happy for you and so proud. I got goosebumps all over. That's amazing. Oh my gosh. I'm about to cry for you. You can do this. You got this. You got this. That's so exciting. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I knew you could do it. Yes! Oh, that is so perfect. I love it. I love, love, love it. Wow. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. You got this. You got this. I know you do. Hell yeah. Keep me posted. You got this, though. You got this. I'm so proud of you. Hell yeah. That's made my day. I love when people get good news. That is amazing. So yeah, yeah, you can't make this shit up. But the bottom of the deck card is competition in reverse. So it's and grief in reverse. That's cool. And discovery in the upright. That's badass. Getting out of grief, getting out of competition. You know, you're fine. No, that's dude. I've been kind of hard to catch. It's funny because like my daughter keeps coming out here and checking on me and making sure I'm okay. My mom was calling my daughter to have her come out here and check on me and make sure I'm okay because I've been like in download mode. I've been writing, and so I keep wanting to do videos and get online and do lives and things, and then I don't because I start writing and get all these messages going, and I'll schedule something and then I'll have to cancel it because I'm not in the right mind frame or headspace to be able to do it at the time because I'm getting more downloads or trying to figure something out. It's just been crazy, especially these last 3 or 4 days. Like, and let's see, I can't remember what night it was, but during one of my lives, I just got zapped. Like, totally couldn't even be on the live anymore, or not to do checking in with other people's energy because I got zapped, like disconnected. Yeah, it's because they're not there. It's because they're not there the last few days. Like I keep having to change things, and then I feel bad. But I'm a slave to these energy waves. Hey, Samantha. Yeah, I actually am just about to get off though. If you guys are subscribed to a Luna Ash's channel, she's getting ready to go live and do a new moon energy update, and I totally want to catch that. So that's why I come on here early to do this live, and because I had already set this up to do this, and then I seen her post, and I was like, oh crap, I don't want to miss hers, so I want to hurry up and get done. So I wanted to get out those messages that was part of my downloads over the last couple of days, and then do this because I felt guided to do this. I don't usually do these collective energies like this, but I was told to do it like that. So, but yeah, I am going to get off of here. And Bite, I'm so excited for you. Please let me know what's going on. I'm so amazed and happy. And I love all of you guys. And I will talk to you guys soon. Peace, love, and light out. Until next time.